Well, sled season's over here in Michigan. Well, at least for us trail people. Had a lot of fun on my 900 Ace Turbo that I got. I'm gonna do a little build on that after the summer. It's time to put the dirt bike back to the dirt setup, and been assembling my boat lift. I got a Lakeside lift, smaller company out of Michigan, so maybe I'll get some footage of that tomorrow when we crane it in, or Friday when we crane it in. But yeah. All right, so I got some Ching Chong Ling Long brakes. Try them out. They look good, but I want to get them on my factory wheels. And then I got just a JT sprocket. I went with black spec bolts here. This is bolt. These are spec bolts, and then these are bolts. Two different brands. But I went with black, which is cool, and I did the Euro style, so I still have the Torx bolts. It'll look super good on this, and then I'll get my dirt bike off of the ice setup. I'll leave the, what brand is it? Galfer, what's it called? Gaffer, the factory. Yeah, the Galfer factory brakes I'm just gonna leave on the factory wheels that have my ice tires on them. That's also got my factory 49.2 sprocket back there. On my 2024 Gasgas, get these off, and then get an air filter in there. I gotta clean that up a little, but I got my air filters there, just gotta oil them, and we'll be ready to go. All right, so we'll see how the Ching Chong Ling Longs fit here. Let's see. Well, let's see. So they've already got a little bit of the Loctite they need on them. Literally identical to OEM bolts, which I was pretty happy with. Which the reviews, I mean, were really solid, and said that they did look literally like OEM. These, actually, I know it was like 30 bucks. It might have been under 30 bucks for a front and rear brake rotor. All right, so it looks like all these started just fine. And then, because, you know, they have the indention there for the head, they should be good. The black sprocket is gonna look sweet too, because last year I ran the OEM sprocket on these factory wheels, so excited about that too. So I always put anything on my wheels in by hand, just because I don't know how strong these hubs are. I mean, yes, these are factory wheels, but they're not pro factory, you know, hubs. I mean, they're billet, but anyways, you don't want to over tighten them anyway, but check your torque specs. So yeah, that turned out to look really good. Everything's set in the indentions. So everything with the Ching Chong Ling Longs lined up here with the rear as well. So sweet, just gonna tighten these down. All right, so the rear button down in there nicely. Yeah, that looks really good. And then now I'll do the sprocket. I'll probably clean these wheels up a little because they've been sitting in the garage collecting some dust all winter. So I probably should have said this about the brakes, but those are a 8mm. That's what I was using. And then there's the part number on the sprocket if you need it. This is a 2024 Gasgas mc250. These yeah, they're Torx. Okay, I was like, yeah. So these are a T45. Make sure. Yep, T45. And these backing nuts are a 12mm. So looks super nice, though, black on black. Really happy with the way that turned out, the black on black. Man, that looks good. So I always hand tighten them all, you know, just to get them in. And then I hold the nut back here. And then you can use that, like I have a ratcheting 12 too that sometimes you got to use, but it's really just with the spokes kind of in the way. It's usually easiest to just get in there like that, grab the ratcheting T45 and just tighten them down that way. 10mm. Oop, I'm close to the brake there. 17 millimeter to loosen this guy. 17 millimeter. All right. And then 10 millimeter. Then you can pull the axle out. Come on. All right. There's the front wheel. So I like to clean up the axles just because they get, I don't know, sand, other junk on them. Okay. So that's good. All right. And then before I put it back in, I take a little bit of this bell ray grease, just a little bit. That's why I put the gloves on, if you were wondering. All right, so there's a procedure for tightening up the front axle, but I don't want to do that until I have it off the stand, because you want to make sure you let the wheel kind of set itself, and you got to push down the forks. So I just loosely put everything together for now while I move to the rear. So you need a 30 millimeter here in the rear to get that off, and I have a dune flag spacer, that's why that looks different. All right, so let's get that off. That's a JT or TM Designs spacer. It's a billet spacer. Works great at the dunes. All right, hope I didn't get that on camera, but push that axle out from that side. Come over here, and you just pull it out from this side. You gotta kind of hold the wheel while you pull. All right, just got done. Got the gloves down there. Just got done doing my oil filter. And so I got to oil later, but got that one oiled up. Wheels are on, looks good. Just need to pull it off the stand. I'll probably do a little tension adjustment there on the chain. I think I need to, it's a little loose, I think. Clean up the back of that before I put it back on. It's got some oil on it from filter oil. And do the procedure here, and then I'm good. So I don't know if this was a useful video or anything, just kind of wanted to get back and got some projects coming. Just got some new trailer wheels and tires. I had some issues on my last couple snowmobile trips. Got a new tire put on my spare. And my axle is now failing. The torsion axle is. So I have a new axle coming tomorrow. I'm gonna put that axle on and then get the new wheels and tires. It's nice to have the aluminum. So those are from AliExpress. They were $83 for the pair. Tires are Arturos. They're E range, load range. So I went up to a 3,500 pound axle, went to E load range tires instead of D. And my trailer used to have a 2,200 pound axle on it. So that'll be a nice little upgrade, even though I'm not going to be able to really tow much more because of the fact that my trailer is still technically not rated to, the frame isn't rated to tow more. But it'll look nice to have the aluminum wheels, I think, instead of the old Steelies. I know everyone's like, oh, Sealy's are stronger, they bend, blah, blah. These break. I was like, yeah, but look at that, come on. So, yeah, I got to get my wife's sled summarized. About to get going on that and get her cleaned up and pressure washed and get the chain case oil done and got the battery charging now. But yeah, so we are back on dirt mode. All right, so just to go over real quick, you just basically need to put the axle in, okay? Tighten one pinch bolt on this side. Take that 17 millimeter nut there and go to 35 Newton meters. And then tighten those pinch bolts, 15 Newton meters each. Undo that one. So now it's floating again on this side. Take the bike off the stand and just push down on the front suspension and squeeze the front brake and just push down. And then that aligns the axle and the suspension. And then you can come back over here and tighten those two pinch bolts to 15 Newton meters and you're done with the front.